What is up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel and welcome to week 3 with the NB Miata. So I think that all of the parts we've ordered up until this point have arrived. We've got a mountain of stuff piled up in front of the car right now. But what we're gonna do first of all is get our newly refinished head put back on the car. We got it back from the machine shop this week. So we're gonna put it on and hope for the best. So there's a specific torque sequence you need to follow when torquing down the head. So we're gonna look that up right now so we can get this thing torqued to spec.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And you wanna do a stepped tightening sequence, so 30, 45, 60 pounds. We're going to go 45. We're at 60.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
We just had something happen that we have never seen before.
That is crazy. Another pop.
I know, dude. Just give me another tie rod. Oh, maybe not.
Cool.
That was drama free.
Yeah, so probably something we should have looked for. We did look for it, but not hard enough. There was a threaded hole in these, so if you run into that issue, which I highly doubt you will, there's a threaded hole.
Alright, another Saturday working on the NB. I'm not sure how I'm going to cut this one together since it's kind of pieced together with stuff that we did this week, but let's get completely caught up real quick. So this week we installed the head like you saw. We also got the front brakes done, so new rotors and pads on the front. Still have the rears to do, so maybe I'll finish that up today. I also got the trunk and mirrors and door handles painted. Now Eric is out of town this weekend, so I'm probably gonna leave the engine as is. We also still have a few little parts to order to get this finished up so we can actually try and start it. So I'm probably just gonna focus on those brakes and the body today, getting the rest of the stuff ready to get painted. But as far as this head, we did reinstall it and we did do the leak down test the other night, and we were getting better results than we did initially, but we weren't getting the results we thought we should get. We ended up calling the machine shop and they confirmed to us that this head is perfectly good and ready to go. They said on the freshly cut stuff like this that's been freshly cut and straightened, it will not seal fully until you run it a little bit, so they assured us that it should be good. So we're gonna send it with this. So all we've got to do is button this up. Like I said, timing belt, we've got some gaskets we gotta get, valve cover gasket, we need heater hoses, spark plugs, and a few other little things, and we're gonna button this thing up and hopefully start it. But yeah, I guess let's take some more stuff apart, maybe do some brakes, do some more paint prep, maybe sand some stuff, and fix those dents on the other side of the car. Alright, so Eric did most of this the other night, but it looks like all that's left to do back here is put on the new rotors and pads. Alright, one side down, one to go. So I'm working on bolting the header back up to the head right now, and just wanted to point this out. We found a few sketchy things on this car that we've showed already, like the suspension, the strut towers up front, whatever's going on with that. There's been some incorrect bolts in the brakes that we found, and I just found this while I was bolting the header back on, this coolant pipe here where one of the heater core hoses is supposed to hook up. This was basically, by the time I had it bolted up, this was touching this runner right here of the header. And I'm pretty sure that hose was messed up when we took it off because it was literally resting against the hot header. So I just stuck this on here and was able to pry it out more, so we should be good now. Alright, look at me. I said I wasn't going to mess with the motor, and here we are. I just came across the cam seals and I thought, well, those should be pretty easy and quick to put in. I found this 36mm socket laying around that's for a European oil filter, and it actually fits around that seal perfectly, and just use this and a hammer to drive the seal all the way in. Pretty easy.
Three hours later.
Alright, it has been a very long time. I just spent quite a while like cleaning up and organizing around the car. I got all the old brake parts out of here, out of the way. Kind of moved all the tools to one area because it was just getting a little hectic over here. But a lot has been done. Brakes are fully done, cam seals are in, cam gears are on, the front coolant thermostat water neck housing thing, that's all on. I cleaned up the valve cover some. I was gonna paint it, but I found a little crack in it, so I'm not sure what we're gonna do about that, if we're just gonna run it or if we need to get a different valve cover. So a lot of very good progress so far in just 3 weeks. We have 2 major things immediately ahead of us with this car now. That is getting the rest of the little parts that we need to get the engine fully together so we can start it. And then the second thing being paint. So before we wrap up today, I'm going to take a few more things off of the body that just need to be off for paint, and we'll just see how far we get. Okay, I'm going to take off the Frankenstein bolts now and the striker back here where the hardtop would sit. The Frankenstein bolts have blue Loctite on them and can be kind of hard to get out without stripping. So what I like to do anytime you have a bolt like this that's going to be tough to get out without stripping, I always like to use an impact. Where you get into trouble with the normal screwdriver is the twisting. It can slip, and that's a lot of the times when you're going to strip out that head of the bolt. So that is going to be my tip for removing these. Make sure to use an impact. Press down firmly, pull the trigger, start slow, let it do the work. It should come out a lot easier. Piece of cake. Okay, next I'm going to remove the fuel door and this antenna. Kind of just going for all the quick and easy stuff to get off right now. Now for the antenna, you'll see 2 notches on the very top of it. They actually make a tool for this, but I don't have it, so I'm just going to try it and use a pair of pliers, and it just unscrews like a bolt would. Actually, don't even need the pliers. I can grab it by hand and twist it. It's already loose enough. Alright, and I think that is where I'm going to call it for today. I'm trying not to go too crazy with detrimming and taking stuff off the car just yet, because I think the plan is to try and get this thing running and actually drive it up to the shop for paint. At that point, we'll go ahead and take the lights and everything out like that, but we got to drive it there first. But very good progress in my opinion. We're rolling right along, and we're going to continue with it again next week. So I'm going to go. Let me know if you have any questions down in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. Have an awesome week, and we will see you in the next one.